I went thrifting, or not thrifting. We went to yard sales, the wife and I, last weekend. It was really rainy. She found somebody that was selling a bunch of like greeting cards or something, like fill a bag for $5. And her brother-in-law was there. He had like a whole field of bikes, mostly like Huffy's and Walmart, like department store mountain bikes. He seemed to be really into like the cheaper suspension stuff. And I really don't need another bicycle, and but I convinced her that I needed this one. So I asked the guy how much it was. A couple things caught my eye about it. Namely, the only thing that caught my eye are these right here. The SunTour shifters. They are ratcheting shifters. Yeah, these are the power shifters, so they kind of ratchet. I'll get a close-up for you. And the rims were kind of nice. It's a 26er. It's a Murray Baja. I probably should have said that first. I looked it up. There's a pretty cool, what's that word? Like a commercial for it on YouTube.
There's a legend about the race between Medicine Mike and the guy who rode the Baja bike. That's Baja by Murray. That thumb-shifting 10-speed with pro-style cantilever brakes, all-terrain tires, and the grit to get you from timber to town. They raced from the hills to the center of town, and when Medicine Mike finally settled down, he said, "Don't think I was racing, son. I just wanted to see that Baja run." If a legend's what you're looking for, Murray gives you more.
It's pretty sick, actually. It's not quite a clunker, but pretty dang close. I have a Ross that is very similar to this, but this has a one-piece crank with like the old style larger bottom bracket, so you can get like a Origin 8 conversion bottom bracket for it, but I really only wanted it for the shifters. Yeah, what's crazy, I only paid $10 for it, and the previous week for my Univegal Specialissima, I bought SunTour ratcheting shifters, thummies for that, and spent $50 for the set. So to pay $10 for a whole bike that came with them. These aren't exactly as nice, I don't think. The other ones I bought, they kind of like have a unique clamp style, whereas this is like the more traditional. It actually says Mighty Power Shift on these, which are pretty cool. And I believe it's what, Diacomp. I actually don't know. They don't say what these are, but yeah, everything else about the bike is it's okay. Like the tires are cool, the rims are cool because they're gold. It did come with SunTour derailleur and front derailleur. SunTour Plus U, it says. This older SunTour stuff is starting to grow on me, so kind of digging that. The brakes are kind of trash, and one other thing I saw was online, a lot of these Murray Bajas, they have horizontal dropouts, so like track dropouts, or this was kind of marketed at when the BMX bikes were kind of booming in the early 80s, I think. They made this BMX style mountain bike, but unfortunately I didn't get the cool horizontal dropouts. I got vertical dropouts, so that's kind of a buzzkill. It doesn't really look very properly welded. These kind of are just like slotted and pressed, which is kind of sketchy. So if it's trying to be marketed as a early mountain bike before the boom, seems like they really rushed this because it's a little sketchy. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to show this to you. I'll probably be clipping off the shifters, and I don't know, I'm putting some SIS just to get this rolling and give it to the next person. I don't really have the heart to completely disassemble it. It's not really my vibe, but I did really want these shifters for future projects, so it is what it is, and I'll pass it along. If you had a Murray as a kid, you're probably a bit older than I am, and you probably really dig this, and this was a dream bike for you back then. Today there's just so many options, and you know, it's a really cool frame, but after converting the bottom bracket over with that weird shell and stuff, I would just, I'd probably change the stem. I do really like the bars though. It's just, I don't know, it is what it is. But for $10, those shifters are pretty sick. He also threw in this frame bag. I took it off, put it on my Univago. So in the version 2.0 video, I'll show you that. I ended up getting a Juki sewing machine, so I'm going to start making frame bags and bike bags. So yeah, more on that later. But anyway, just wanted to show this Murray Baja and document it, because who knows where it's going to be in a few months, So, but these shifters are pretty cool.